Hey, how's it going? Was just enjoying one of my favorite beverages, a frosty cold Minute Maid lemonade. A little product placement there for you. I know I haven't done a webcast in a while, so I decided I would get back into the swing of things and do one for you tonight. Two things I wanted to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is the possibility of there being a woman president this year in the election. Now, some part of me is all for this, but for one reason. If Hillary gets elected, then it's a landmark. Yes, you've got your first woman president, and everybody's kind of like, okay, great. Now we've got one woman president. Why can't there be more? And I say that this is great because Hillary's not exactly the best thing to look at. She's not that easy on the eyes. But what this will do is, if you get a woman president in the office, then it opens the door for a whole line of hotties to enter the office, the Oval Office. So electing Hillary is nothing but a good thing. Just think of all the diplomacy and world affairs that could be solved with a great-looking woman in the Oval Office. So that's the first thing that I wanted to talk about. The next thing I wanted to talk about is kind of a weird thing. I have this idea. If I were to go into space and they were to interview me, I think the thing that I would do or say would be I would swear in space on live camera. Yeah, I know there's all this delay and everything, but maybe there's a possibility that it gets by. Now, how many people have sworn in space? I don't think that anybody has that I know of. I'm sure it's happened, but kind of behind the scenes. I'm talking like, the Janet Jackson Super Bowl incident, like right there. They're like, Aaron, how is it, being in space? And I'm like, it's fucking amazing. And, of course, all of a sudden the FCC gets on it. But, do they have jurisdiction? We're not in space, although you could say that the space shuttle or whatever I'm on is, it's not like international waters. I'm actually on board it. Maybe I could do it on the International Space Station, and that way, no one would know how to prosecute me. But I think it's a really interesting thing to think about. Like, what would the ramifications of that be? I think it would be quite shocking and quite memorable. So that's the two major things that I wanted to talk about at first. Other than that, not much has been going on. I've been working on my mini city, which I'll pop a link up, right here, which I think I'm getting better at pointing at these things. And it's growing. The last time I put up a link in one of my web posts, I believe I was at about 84, 85 hits. Now I'm up to over 200. I've got, let's see, I've got transportation unlocked, and I've got industry unlocked. So it's kind of a growing little city of Skullexia. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Went to see the movie Cloverfield. Now, this movie is very reminiscent of one of my posts on the web because it takes place with just a handheld camera. I use a webcam, but it's basically the same thing. You get kind of this herky-jerky motion, and, only there's no creature that's going to pop up around here. But I'd have to say that the entire screen time for this thing, in the entire, 84-minute movie, was probably less than one of my webcasts, which is less than 10 minutes worth of time, if that. You get a real good look at it in a couple scenes, but other than that, it's hints. You see a leg here, an arm there, a hand here. Overall, I loved the movie. I thought it was really well done. It was kind of Blair Witch, kind of meets Godzilla. And Blair Witch was a horrible movie. I hated every minute of it except for the last 5 or 10 minutes, which was truly scary. The rest of it was boring. But this movie kind of kept you on the edge of your seat. The beginning 10, 15 minutes of it was a little boring. because they're at the party, they're trying to set up who the characters are, but as soon as the monster starts attacking the city, it's nonstop right from there. Really not a dull moment. So go out and see Cloverfield. Also saw Golden Compass. I thought the movie was pretty solid for a fantasy epic. Never had a chance to read the actual book that it was based off of. I know that somebody. I won't give away the ending because if anybody hasn't seen it yet. Needless to say, it's got giant frickin' polar bears, talking, armored, giant frickin' polar bears in it. So it's automatically going to win in my book, and it can't lose just based on the fact that there are giant armored talking frickin' polar bears. So, but I guess that's all I want to say for now, and I can't use up all my material in one post because then I wouldn't have anything to do, and I would fall back into not doing these. So take it easy, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.